Thank you so much for joining us here today for our mini masterclass series. I'm Carol Dockum, the CEO and founder of Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. And I'm really excited because this is something new that we are offering here. Our mini masterclass series. We are all about bringing education, information, and resources to women in business, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. So we will be, throughout the year, inviting our success team members who are speakers, trainers, coaches, and experts to join us and really give some value, share their expertise, information, and resources that we can use in our everyday business. So today our topic is, our topic is Meta Business Suites, okay? The top 3 tips to improve your business. And I'm really excited to share our workshop facilitator, trainer today, Shannon Danesteh of 5-Star Social Media. Shannon Danesteh is an expert in social media creation, management, and advertising. She specializes in training business owners with the necessary skills to effectively create and manage their social media confidently. If you are in need of a social media trainer, a facilitator for marketing workshops, social media speaker, or just assistance with creating an online course, or website design, or a website redesign, refresh, I would love to introduce you and connect you to Shannon Danesteh of 5-Star Social Media. Take it away, Shannon. Thank you so much for training us today on Meta Business Suite.
You are very, very welcome. And thank you to everyone for being here. I'm delighted to have you join us today. If you're on the Zoom or you're watching us live on the Beautiful Faces Going Places Facebook page, or if you're catching the replay. So welcome. And today is going to be really some tips and tricks, some of my favorite things to do with Meta Business Suites or Facebook Business Suites, and really teaching you how to utilize this effectively so that you can work smarter, not harder. Honestly, Facebook Business Suites or Meta Business Suites is one of my favorite tools. And I think that so many people kind of know what it is, but don't really know how to use it to its fullest extent. And once you do, it's a game changer. Like, it can genuinely make your life so much easier. So I love that about it. And the fact that it is owned by Facebook. So it's not like a third-party tool or anything like that. Everything you do within Meta Business Suites is to help you manage your Facebook and your Instagram business pages effectively. Now, I do want to say, if you have a Facebook or Instagram personal profile or a creator profile, that you're not able to use Business Suites. Business Suites is only for business pages. That's the name. So I would love one day for them to roll out something where, on your personal profiles, you could schedule or have a few more tools as options, but unfortunately, it's probably never going to happen. But if you have a business page or Instagram professional profile, you are able to utilize Business Suites, and that's what I'm going to be going over today. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, kind of walking through step by step on how to do different things. And then if you have questions and you want to dive more into what do I do, or how do I do this, or that's not working for me, it looks different on mine, which I hear all the time because we all know how much Facebook loves to change things. Then, you can reach out to me on 5-Star Social Media on my Facebook page, on my Instagram. I'll share my information, in this, in the comments, of this post as well. But just message me or email me, and I'm happy to kind of answer any additional questions that you might have after this training. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, actually, I want to do something first. Share. Yeah. Okay, good. So can everybody see my screen? Yep, you're muted. Okay, good. Let me hide this little floating meeting control. so it doesn't constantly get in our way. So right now I'm on my Facebook personal page, okay? And, on your personal profile, again, you've got, lots of kind of tips and tricks and things like that that you're able to do. But again, you're not able to utilize your business tools that the business suites provide you to. So you have to go up here in the top right where it's got your profile picture and switch to your business page. If you have more than one, you can click on the appropriate one. But once you switch to your business page, then you are going to see the option where you can get into Meta Business Suites. Okay. Now, Business Suites is right over here on the left. You probably also see it on your homepage. If you're on your homepage, you'll probably see it kind of over on the left-hand side as well. So it's in a lot of different places. The other way that you can get to it is just by going to your URL up here at the top and type in business.facebook.com, and that will automatically open up Business Suites so that you are in your Business Suites, okay? Now, the big benefit, again, of Business Suites is where you are able to manage your Facebook and your Instagram together. So you'll notice right up here at the top, I've got two little circles, and one has my Facebook icon there and the other one has my Instagram. That lets me know that both of these pages are connected to this Meta Business Suites account. If I have other pages, I can go over here to the left and toggle to those other pages, and go to those within Business Suites as well, just not a personal profile, okay? So let's talk first about this home screen. When you log on to Meta Business Suites, it's automatically, typically going to take you to the home screen. At the very top, you'll see the big blue button that says create a post, create a reel, or if you click on this little more button, you can create a story, you can go live, you can do ads, although I don't recommend doing ads within Business Suites. I recommend actually opening up the Facebook Ads Manager and doing it within that. It's just a little bit more of a robust ad system. And then also it lets you post videos across multiple pages that you're an admin of. And this is something I really like, is you can bulk upload videos. So let's say you've got numerous videos saved to your desktop and you want to upload, you can click on that bulk upload and upload them, all at once, which can be a big time saver. So it's got a lot of great tools just kind of right there at the top. We're going to go more into them in this training, but just to kind of point out a few things. It's giving you just a few kind of running highlights, as you scroll through here. So it's telling you trending and things like that. If you've got a little to-do list, it'll be there. But then it's going to give you, the next big thing is your most recent posts, okay? So it's going to give you your post. If it's a Facebook post, it'll have the Facebook icon. If it's an Instagram post, it will have the Instagram icon. And it's just going to give you a little snapshot. Now, if it's a Reels, like it's a video that is Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels, you won't see any analytics on that besides likes. It doesn't show you on Business Suites how many views you've had or anything like that. You do have to go to your actual Instagram or Facebook page to see the views of your Reels, but they are supposed to be rolling out analytics for Reels sometime this year. So hopefully that will change too, okay? Now, as we scroll down, you'll see it's going to give you different tips, maybe new things that it has come out. So I do recommend looking at this, like what kind of things is Facebook telling you that you can do to help grow your business? Because a lot of times it does have great new insight. Has it been a while since you've invited people to like your page, right? So it's just going to give you things that it feels will help your page to grow. One of the favorite tools that I have, and it is right here on the homepage, is on this, we'll kind of call it, this little widget where it's got your posts. If you click right here at the bottom where it says see all posts, give it a second to load. It's always slow when we're on Zoom. But this is one of my favorite features, and I show this to my clients all the time, is when you have kind of this screen opened up, right? it's going to show you in a list form all of your posts on Facebook, all of your posts on Instagram. It's going to give you insights that you can look at. Again, Reels videos aren't on here yet, but hopefully that will be someday coming out. But you can change it up here. So it's going to give you the last 90 days. So let's say I changed it to all time, like, however long you've had your Facebook page. I'm not going to do that because it'll take too long to generate. But once you have that, you're able to actually scroll through and look and see what type of posts, well, it's going to be glitchy, what type of posts were your best, performing post. You're going to be able to look and see, okay, what type of post got the best interaction? Which one got the most reach? Which one got the most engagement? Now, impressions means the number of people that the post showed up in their feed. Okay, so it just showed up, for these people. So this was a post I did yesterday, or actually at the beginning of the month, and it showed up in 58 people's feeds. And then it will show you how many people did it actually reach, meaning they actually saw it. And then of that, how many actually clicked or engaged in some way with that particular post. So you're really able to look through and you're able to say, okay, what type of posts, and you can see I've done a lot of Reels, so I don't have a lot of the analytics, but you're able to look through and see what type of my posts have been most effective. The reason that I think that that's important is because sometimes we just post things and then we post it and forget about it. We don't go back and look and see what really performed well and maybe what did not perform as well. The ones that performed well, take a look at that post. What was it about that post that you think made it stand out, made it more effective? And then you can do more of those type of posts because you know that they play well with your audience. That's something that does well with your audience. You can also go back to older posts and repost them, recreate them. So no one remembers what you posted on October 13th. They don't. You probably don't, right? But let's say if you had a great post from October 13th, and instead of redoing that post altogether, you are actually able to use a tool within Business Suites. And if it will cooperate for me here and go down, I'll show you, is where you can duplicate a post. So the way that you do that is you find the post that you want, and then do you see these three dots right here? You're going to click on those three dots. And depending upon what type of post it was, let's see if this one gives us the option. If it's just a link, it won't give you the option. That one does not. Okay, that one maybe. It's going to give you an option that will say duplicate post. So I apologize. I don't know why things are glitching, but the way of the world, right? All right, let's see if it works. Come on. Okay, so these three dots here, this was a reel that I did for Truffle Me, and they have a fun truffle class. But in this video here, if I click on these three dots, it gives me the option to delete it, to download this video, kind of make it expire, things like that. So if things were cooperating and I could show you, it would say duplicate post. So we'll come back to that. We'll see if that works for us here in a few minutes. But when you duplicate a post, it does give you the option to repost it very quickly and very easily. So we'll come back to that. All right, so let's go back. I'm going to refresh my page and see if that will help. I'll close out a few of these other tabs and show you my next favorite thing that is on Business Suites. All right, so on Business Suites, over here to the left, this is where you have all of your menu items. So first we were on home, then we went to all the posts and it took us to our content. You can also go to your planner, notifications, and inbox, and I'm going to show you those. But while you are in content, this is where you can look and see your posts that you have scheduled, any drafts, or if you set certain posts to expire or it has already expired. So if you have scheduled posts, this is where you would access that post that you've scheduled. And once you have scheduled it, you're able to go in and you're able to edit it, you're able to reschedule it, or you're able to delete it. So let's say I have this post here that I've got scheduled for this Friday. And if I click on the three dots right here, it's going to give me different options, right? Oh, there's that duplicate post that I was telling you about. But I can reschedule it to a different day if I wanted to. If I want to edit it, I'm just going to click on the edit post. It's going to pull it up and it's going to allow me to edit the text of the post. I can edit the photo itself. I can add in a location. I can add in hashtags. So I can edit all of the things that kind of have to do with the post itself. And then when you're done, just click save. Or if you're ready to go ahead and publish it, just click publish now. Or you can choose a different date and time and reschedule it from here as well. So any post that you have scheduled, you're able to go back in and edit that post. But if you have scheduled it for Facebook and Instagram, you have to click on both of these posts separately in order to be able to edit them, okay? Now, your question might be, well, Shannon, how do I schedule the post in the first place? So when you log on to your homepage, again, the first thing it says is create a post. Any of these pages that you're on, you will see a blue create post button. It did introduce a create reel option, but I have to tell you, I don't like it. It's very clunky. There are not a lot of options. So I do not recommend using the create reel feature right now within Business Suites. I think you're better to create your reel via Instagram and, do all the things, have it look great, and then, publish it or schedule it through Instagram to go to your Instagram and to your Facebook. It's just, if you do it on your cell phone, it's going to give you much better tools and things will work much more smoothly. Right now, this create the reel through Business Suites just really isn't that great. So that's just my personal opinion. But we're going to click on this blue create post button and it's going to open up the post creation template. Now over here on the left, this is where you do all the things to actually create your post. Here in the middle, it's just showing you what you've created. So see right here how it says Facebook feed and it's showing me the desktop. I can click over and look at the mobile. You can't change anything by clicking here. Everything has to be changed over here on the left. So let's start at the very top. When you click on this little drop down, it's going to give you the options. Do you want to publish this post to Facebook? Do you want to publish it to Instagram? Maybe I just want to do Instagram, right? So I would uncheck Facebook and check Instagram. Typically though, I'm wanting to do maybe both Facebook and Instagram. A new feature, which I adore, is that you can now also publish and schedule for up to 3 groups that your page has joined. So these are all groups that 5-Star Social Media Business Page has joined on Facebook. So if I wanted to publish to the Cincinnati area local business group, the Union business page, the Northern Kentucky locally owned businesses, I just click those 3 and I click save. And now this post that I'm creating, see all this happening right here? It's going to publish to Facebook page, Instagram page, and these 3 groups. I just think that that's phenomenal. I love that. Next is you have the opportunity to add a photo or a video. Now, if you are adding a video, I recommend, again, using your Instagram reels and on your mobile or your mobile device, doing your videos that way. But let's say it's just a video that, not a reel, but just a regular video that you're going to be publishing. If you're going to publish a video, do it to your Facebook page and then do a separate post and do your Instagram. I've learned that through Business Suites, if you try to do a video for Facebook and Instagram at the same time in Business Suites, that it glitches a lot, that it'll publish one and not the other, or one of them just doesn't look right. So until they get that fixed, I would recommend do the Facebook one separate and then do the Instagram one separate. The real value is when you do photo posts, okay? And you can, if you're posting to Facebook, there's really no limit how many photos you can post to. If you're posting to Facebook and Instagram, you can post up to 10, okay? So if you click on add photo, it's going to let you choose the photos from your computer. And let's just pick a couple of them here. And we'll see here some ones that I downloaded from Canva today. So we've got that one, and do that one. Okay. So I've chosen some photos from my computer that I want to use in this post that I'm going to post to Facebook, Instagram, and those 3 groups. Now, Facebook is typically more of like a rectangular type of a shape, and Instagram is typically more of like a square. Now you can see that this post that I did is kind of more of a story size. So it's giving me little warning signs that say, hey, this is actually the wrong aspect ratio. So if I want to publish this post or schedule this post, I'm going to need to fix that. And the way that I do that is I click on this little pencil icon next to each photo, and it's going to ask me, okay, what size do you want this one? Typically, I'll choose the square. But it doesn't matter which one you choose. You can choose square, you can choose horizontal, you can choose vertical, but all 10 or 5 or 3, all of your photos have to be the same. So you can't like have one that's a square, one that's horizontal, one that's vertical. You can on Facebook, but if you're going to publish it to Facebook and Instagram, they all have to be the same. So typically, if I'm going to publish to Instagram, I'm going to choose the square option. And once you have chosen that, you're able to kind of move this little cropping tool so that it's centered where you want it to be. I can click up here, apply to all, and it's going to make all of the photos that I've uploaded this square option. So that can be a big time saver. I'm going to click the blue apply button, and we'll give it a second to kind of work its magic here. And now that little error has disappeared, and all my aspect ratios are the same. They're now the square size. So you can see here in the middle, it's showing me the Instagram feed. If I change it to the Facebook preview, now it's showing me what the Facebook one is going to look like. So let's say for this post, I really want these top 10 tips. I really want that to be at the top. All you're going to do is drag these little kind of dots over here, and it's going to let you move them in whatever order you want to move them. Okay, so I'm going to have top 10 social media tips. I'm going to have tip number 1, tip number 2, you know, etc. Right? So you're able to kind of decide what it is going to look like there. Sometimes this is a little slow, and especially since we're on Zoom, it's a little slow. So if I want to edit this a little bit more even, I can kind of, you know, again, move this little square to where I want it to be. So you have options here. You can add more photos, but if you're posting to Facebook and Instagram, you cannot do photos and videos at the same time. It's either all photos or a video post. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. Now, once I have my photos chosen, I'm going to scroll down here in this little scroll bar to the left, and now it's going to let me type in my text. Okay, so let's say that I'm going to type in social media top 10 tips, right? Okay, you can type in whatever, you know, you want your text to say. You can add emojis. So let's say if I click right at the beginning of this, and then right here's this little smiley face. Let's say that I want to do the smiley face with stars. I'm 5-star social media, so I happen to like that emoji. So you can choose the emoji that you want over here. The next little feature that I adore is this hashtag feature. So it's the hashtag within this text box. And the way that you use it is you click on this little hashtag and it's going to say popular, recent, and saved. Okay, so let's start with the one that says popular. It's just showing me a list of, I don't know, just kind of random popular hashtags. But if I click this search bar right here, I can actually type in what I want my hashtag to be. And now it's going to give me a whole bunch of hashtag ideas, and it's going to give me the numbers for Facebook and Instagram for that hashtag. So hashtag social media on Facebook has 25 million posts. For Instagram, it has 35 million posts. So that's a big hashtag, okay? So that's something where I might choose that. And then I might also choose a smaller hashtag, right? You know, maybe something, none of those what I would consider smaller. Maybe social media management, you know, would be, that's still in the millions, but you would have your choices. So you click on the ones that you want. If you know you're going to use them consistently, click on that little save tag so that you can come back to it, and then click add. And now it's going to add those hashtags to your post. Also, my other little tip is if you click on the hashtag icon, you can click on recent and it's going to pull up for you all of your most recent hashtags. So these are hashtags that you have used yourself within Business Suite. So if you tend to use them, you know, periodically, the same ones all the time, you're able to come in and you're able to say, okay, I want to use this one, this one, this one. All right, and then add it. So it's a real big time saver to have those saved hashtags in there. Once you have your text the way you want, you've added emojis, you've added your hashtags, your pictures look great. Down here, you can add a few more things like feeling, add a location, if you want to encourage people to message you. A link preview is only active if you're not posting to Instagram. So if you're posting to Facebook, you can have a link, but we all know on Instagram, links are only in your bio. And then down here, you have the publish now, schedule, or save as a draft. Now, if this is something that you need to come back and you need to maybe add some more pictures, or you're going to need to, you know, edit the text or things like that, then save it as a draft. Okay, because that way it saves it still as one post. You can make your changes and do all of those kind of things all as one. Once you schedule and you hit the schedule button, it now creates individual posts for all of these that you have chosen up here. So it's gonna, if I click schedule, it's going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different posts. And if I have to edit something, then I'm going to have to come back and edit all 5 of those posts that it's created. Okay. So again, if you're not done with it, save it as a draft. If it's done and you're ready to schedule, you're going to click on schedule. You're going to choose the date. So let's say you wanted it to go out on May the 2nd. And on Facebook, you want it to go out at 1:03 p.m. And on Instagram, you want it to go out on May the 2nd, but you want it to go out a little later, or you wanted it to go out at the same time. You could make it go out at 2:03 p.m. I like to schedule on the off minutes. So not 1 o'clock, not 1:30, do like 1:02, 1:05. Just because everyone who is scheduling is probably scheduling for like those on times, 1 o'clock, 1:30, etc. If you do yours by a little bit off, you know, in terms of a couple minutes, then that way your post isn't competing with all of those other posts that might be hitting the algorithm at the exact same time. So just a little tip that you can do there. Now, if you click on active times, it's going to show you some recommended times to post based on your followers. Now, if it's a brand new page, you might not have anything on here yet, or if you haven't really used Business Suites in the past, you might not have anything on here. But if you have been using it for a while, you should have some decent recommendations in terms of what's the best time that your followers are most likely to interact with this post. So you can see that Facebook is telling me, okay, if you posted today at 7 p.m., So apparently my people are 7 o'clock is a great time on my Facebook page. But on Instagram, it's saying tomorrow at 4, Thursday at 9 p.m. or Tuesday at 11 a.m. So you can fiddle with that and just kind of see, does using the active times make a difference in terms of your engagement? Okay, so once you choose your times, you're going to click schedule. I'm not actually going to schedule it, but once you schedule that post, then like I said, you're going to come over here to content and let it load. You click on scheduled and it's going to appear right there. All of those posts that you just scheduled are going to be right there. If you need to edit them, you always can do that. Again, you can get into your drafts here as well. So that's the most important thing, I think, for you to really learn about Business Suites is using this creation tool to create your posts so that they go out to Facebook and Instagram, your business pages, you know, or groups that your business pages have joined, and schedule your post ahead of time. You can also use this to schedule stories. So same exact type of thing, you know, it opens up that story creation. I do not like it as much as the actual story template within, you know, Instagram and Facebook. But if you're just doing like a very, very basic story, you can, you know, again, making sure that it's sized correctly. You can upload your media. You can add text. You can, it has a few stickers, not a whole lot, certainly not anywhere near, you know, what it has in terms of if you actually used like the actual story template on Facebook or Instagram. But I do like here, like it gives you the option to put in the URL. So for example, you can do here, got to go back up to here. If I go, that's okay, just go changes. I can type in like maybe I'm doing an event, right? So I'll create a story. I'll put in the Eventbrite link for that event. And then that way on Facebook and Instagram, people can click on that link and it will take them to register for my event. So I do really like that feature as well. So that is scheduling options within Business Suites. Again, creating posts, creating stories. I don't recommend reels. And then the last little feature that I want to show you for content is over here. Oops, wrong one. It's the planner. Kind of looks like a little calendar on the left-hand side. We'll let it load, being slow. Now its automatic default is to show you the planner for the week. I like to change it for the month just to kind of give myself an at a glance view. So I'm able to see for this month, these are the posts that I have done, right? So you can see here, you can click on them and you can, you know, look at the analytics, you know, for things. So, so it's really helpful just to kind of look at specific posts that you've done on certain days, because sometimes we don't remember. But then you can look ahead and say, okay, what days do I have posts scheduled for? So you're like, all right, great, this week looks awesome. I need to schedule some posts for May, right? So I need to get on it and start scheduling for May. So I really like being able to look at the month at a glance. I think that's fabulous. It also tells you your holidays. Cinco de Mayo is coming up, you know, so it's reminding you, hey, you know, do a post for Cinco de Mayo. And over here on the right, this is another little hack that a lot of people don't even look at. Is it's going to give you, so for example, Cinco de Mayo, right? So it's like, hey, Cinco de Mayo is coming up. If you want to do a post, you know, go ahead and schedule it here. But you can click where it says see templates and it uses Vimeo. I don't like it as much as Canva. So typically I create in Canva, but if you know, want to play around with it, it does give you just some different options for creating, you know, different, it's very similar to Canva, but just very different, I don't know, you know, templates that you can kind of look at and see. So I think that's kind of fun to be able to do. You can create it and then you can schedule it, you know, right there within your Business Suites. So that's pretty daggone cool. And if you scroll down, it gives you, you know, for the next couple months, many holidays. So within your planner, again, you can look at, we've got it for this month, We can switch over to May. We can look at next month, etc. So you've really got a lot to be able to help you look at your content planning at a glance. All right. Last little tip that I want to show is the inbox, and that's over here on the left. This is a phenomenal way for you to manage your Facebook, your Instagram, your messages, your direct messages, your comments. You're able to do it all in one place. So when you click on the little inbox icon, it takes you to this. It says all messages, and it's going to show you if this is a message on Instagram. It's got the Instagram icon, this little purple, squiggly thing. That's the Facebook Messenger icon. You scroll down, then it's going to give you, if it's a Facebook comment, like it would have the Facebook icon. But all messages is the default, so it's going to kind of show you, right away anything that you might need to interact with. So, for example, Carol, look at that. I had sent her, I tagged her in this reel that I did, and so it, I can reply to her right here within Messenger, and it will send her a direct message on Instagram, replying to this message. I just think that that's such a big time saver. So, if Jamie, reached out to me on Messenger, I can reply to her immediately right within this. Now, keep in mind, this is your business account. It's not your personal account. So just kind of keep that in mind. Up at the top, you're able to really break it down and say, okay, let me see people who just messaged me within Messenger. Let me see people who have just direct messaged me or DM'd me on Instagram. Let me see people who have commented on my Facebook posts. So we all know that one of the big ways of increasing your algorithm is to respond to people who comment on your posts. But who has time to sit there and go to your Facebook page on Facebook, look through all of your posts, respond to your post? If you do it within Business Suites, it's all right here for you. So do you see how it says, like, the little comment right here? Now at the very, very bottom, it says write a comment. So if I want to write a comment back, I can just type in a little something right here and then post it, and it's going to reply to the comment on this particular post on Facebook. I love that. I think that's phenomenal. If I want to do the same thing on Instagram, I click on the Instagram comments. Again, I look over here and I can see anyone who sent a particular comment. And if I want to reply, I just come down here and I type in my comment that I want to reply to. So it's a huge time saver, and it really helps me to make sure that I don't miss any messages. You can like comments, see that? I can heart the comments over here. If you get like a spammy one, you can click on the 3 dots and you could delete a comment. So that can be really helpful too. So you can manage all of your messages, all of your comments, everything can be done right here within the inbox. And that itself is the huge time saver. So those are my main hacks, making sure that you are scheduling your posts, making sure that you are utilizing your hashtag to use the most trending and relevant hashtags, making sure that you are utilizing the inbox to reply to all of your messages, respond to all of your comments, and then also using your content to look through previously posted content to see if you want to repost it, or to really see what type of content is trending and performing the very best, so you can make more of that content, reach more of your clients, and help to grow your business. So we're going to stop now. And then if you, again, have any questions, if you're watching the replay, please don't hesitate to reach out. Shannon with 5-Star Social Media, and I am more than happy to help you in any way that I can. Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Shannon, thank you so much for this mini masterclass series. I've got to just say, I I don't know where to begin. I know I'm going to watch the replay again. As you guys know, I am an avid note taker, so I have loads of notes here. And as Shannon mentioned, if you would like more information, maybe you'd like to schedule a one-to-one call with Shannon and have a consultation. I know this is, she's the master of social media, 5-star social media. I know she can certainly help you. So Shannon, before we log off here, I want to just say thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. I know I learned a lot. Where is the best place for our audience to connect with you if they would like more information, maybe a social media audit or a one-to-one session with you?
Yeah, whatever platform they're on, just find me on that platform. So if they are on Facebook, go to the number 5 and then star social, 5-star social media. If they're on Instagram, go to 5-star social media. LinkedIn, 5-star social media. My website is 5-star social media. So any of those places, whatever place is comfortable for them, they can email me, they can text me, they can message me. I always offer a free 30-minute consultation just to kind of talk through things that they may need or quick questions that they may have. And so, yeah, reach out to me on any of those platforms and I'm happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shannon. This was an amazing mini masterclass series. If you are new to Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network, visit our website often at beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com for our upcoming events, mini masterclasses, business spotlights, and yes, virtual networking events and monthly lunch and learns. We'd love to have you join us. Have an amazing day and take care, everyone. Thank you so much.